Welcome to another edition of Sports Talk. It's Saturday, August 19, 2023. I am Daniel Blake. Thank you so much for joining me as I come through whichever device you're listening to the show on. The World Athletics Championships is taking place right now over there in Budapest, Hungary, where several of our Jamaican athletes have already competed, are competing, and are scheduled to compete. I'll give you as much updates as possible, interviews, information, all that you need because Jamaica is expected to do some great things. So, from 1 to 2 p.m., it is nothing but the World Championships. And I want you to be involved in the show because I know, say, well, when I wake up this morning, I watch. Well, if you didn't wake up this morning, you have a chance to do it later on. So, tomorrow morning and the mornings to come, it's a very difficult time to wake up and watch athletics. But I know that you can do it and that you will do it because most of the finals, anyways, happen in the afternoon session. So between 1 and 3 p.m. are when most of the finals will happen. So just watch the heats, the semis, all of those in the morning session and watch the finals. All right. But tell me about your excitement level for the World Championships. If you have any predictions for any of the events, which athletes you're looking forward to seeing the most, whether it's Shelly and Sharika or whoever else that might be on your list. If you've already started watching the World Championships, tell me what you think so far. If you have any disappointments, if you have any major pluses or positives. Let me know on 876-997-3125. That's 876-997-3125. That's our WhatsApp number, so you can leave your messages and your comments there, or you can head on over to Love FM's YouTube and Facebook pages and leave your comments in there. So I will ensure to read those, especially because you guys are my guests today. You're my guests every week. But because, as you know, the World Championships is going on and it just starts. So next week and the week after that, we will get some analysts in when, more of the events started and we can break down more things and everything. But I'll just be giving you the updates. By the way, the Love FM app, which I tell you to download every week, it is still available in the Google Play or Apple Store. It is free, so please download it and remember that you can listen to the show again. So if you want to hear it again or if you missed it, it will be there and all other Love programs. You can listen online on love101.org or you can do it the old-fashioned way. Turn on your radio 101.1 all the way to 101.9. All right, so as I mentioned, the World Championships is literally happening right now. So the men's 100 meters is on track. We've already had one Jamaican who is through to the next round, and that is Raheem Ford. Rowan Watson and Oblique Seville will soon take the track. So because sports talk doesn't happen every day, I'm sure some of you would want that or wouldn't want that. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. It's very difficult not to tell you the entire team because it's not usually done. If this was TV, you would put up the graphic and you'd see all the members of the team, or if this was print, you just read it yourself. But because this is radio and some of you may genuinely not know all the athletes that are competing for Jamaica at the World Championships, and I'm aware of that. I'm conscious of that. So even though it's not something that's typically done, I am going to read the list of names of all the athletes that will participate at the World Championships just for you. because I know that many of you would want to know. So I will ensure to read that in another minute or so, just to advise you that there will be no sports bits because, as I mentioned, world champs related, and no Daniel Og, because we do have a lot to get through. I do want to update you as best as possible. So let me just bring up the list of our entire team. I'm going to start with the men first so we can, end with the ladies. Usually people introduce the women first, but I want to leave the women for last. So, Ron Watson, as I mentioned, who is scheduled to run very soon. He will compete in the 100 meters and the 4x1s. Raheem Ford, who is already through to the next round of the 100 meters, and Oblique Seville, who will also run. Akeem Blake, he will take part in the 4x1. Taekwondo Tracy and Michael Campbell have also been selected. Andrew Hudson and Rashid Dwyer will compete in the men's 200 meters. Sean Bailey, Antonio Watson, and Zandrian Barnes will all compete in the 400 and 4x400-meter relays. So will Javon Powell and Malik James King, who competed in the mixed relays earlier this morning. And we'll talk about that because disappointment there for Jamaica. We also have Demish Gay, who also competed. DeAndre Anderson, Rasheen McDonald, they are also on the team. Navaski Anderson, our lone competitor in the 800 meters. Rashid Broadbell and Hansel Parchment, two favorites for medals. They will go in the sprint hurdles. Orlando Bennett as well will be looking to pull a surprise. Rashawn Clark, who dominated at the national championships in a few months ago. He will go alongside Jahil Hyde, Romaine Beckford, Wayne Pinnock, Tajay Gale, Kerry McLeod, Jaden Hibbert, Rajindra Campbell, Travis Michael, Frederick Dakers, and Roger Stoner are all our field athletes. And I'm going to give you updates on most of those athletes because they have been in competition today. For the women, it's no secret, Shelly and Fraser Price will run in the 100 meters and the 4x1 relays. Remember that she ran the 200 meters at the national trials, but she has chosen not to run the 200 meters. So she'll just focus on trying to get a sixth world title. Sherika Jackson, however, is going to try to get two. She is in the 100, 200, and the 4x1. Shasha Lee Forbes will also compete in those events. Natasha Morrison is an alternate for the 100 meters, but she is also scheduled to run in the 4x1. So will Brianna Williams. And Elaine Thompson Hira, very strange to say, is only selected for the 4x1, and more than likely she will only be able to run the heats of the 4x1 because remember, she didn't finish in the top 3 at the national championships, which means there is no preference towards her. So it's going to be Shelly, Sharika, Shashali, and Natasha, who will be competing more than likely in a 4x1. But we've seen stranger things, so who knows? Natalia White will compete in the 200 meters. Kevona Davis as well. Nikisha Price, Candice McLeod, and Shariki Young. They will all compete in the 4x4 as well, pardon me, as the individual 400 meters. Rhonda White, Cheyenne Salmon have been selected for the 4x4 relays. Natoya Gould, who we saw earlier this morning as well, she will be in the 800 meters. Adele Tracy as well. She competed in the 1500 meters. And as I mentioned, I'll update you. She will also compete in the 800 meters. Megan Tapper, Akira Nugent, and Danielle Williams will all be our representatives in the 100-meter hurdles. Genevieve Russell, Anjanette Knight, and Rochelle Clayton will all compete in the 400-meter hurdles. Genevieve Russell may also run in that 4x4 relays. Joanne Reed, Stacyan Williams, and will also compete in the 4x4, pardon me there. Lamara Distin and Kimberly Williamson in the high jump. Tisana Hickling, she competed this morning in the long jump. So did Akeelia Smith. We'll update you on that as well. Shanika Ricketts, Kimberly Williams, they will go in the triple jump. Daniel Thomas Dodd in the shot put. Samantha Hall in the discus, and Nayoka Clunis, who is representing in the hammer throw. It's very rare to see a Jamaican or even a Caribbean woman represented in the hammer throw. So that is your full team for the World Athletics Championships. So all those names that you heard me call when you're watching your TV or listening to your radio, you'll remember that Daniel said that they will be competing. Obviously, there will be start lists as well. So once you're able to listen and watch, you'll see our athletes and the flag. And also, if you go to worldathletics.com, or is it .org? I can't even remember. I think it's .org. They will have the full list of all the Jamaican athletes, but just the full list of all the competitors. So even if you want to keep up with other events that Jamaicans won't necessarily be in, you can go there and see what's going on. You can find out what time races are going to run and all of those things. So helping you out there, go to World Athletics. Let me just specify that it's worldathletics.org. I always wondered why they use .org instead of .com. I should also ask why people use .org instead of .com. I haven't done IT in quite a while. The last time I did it was in fifth form. And did they teach me that? I don't even remember. But the World Championships is underway. It is live right now. The men's 100 meters, Oblique Seville is actually going to run very shortly. This race has been delayed by quite some time because it should have gone off several minutes ago. So we're going to advise you on what's going on. We'll also tell you what's happened in our morning session, and then later on you will hear interviews from some of our athletes, including Rashid Broadbell in the men's 110-meter hurdles, triple jump star Jadon Hibbert, and Elaine Thompson-Hera, who was very open with the media there in Budapest about what's been going on recently and her goals and objectives. So we're going to try to get through all of that before 2 o'clock. Will we do it? Only time will tell. 876-997-3125. You can leave all your thoughts on the World Championships there, all your medal predictions, who you're looking forward to, everything World Champs related, and I'll ensure to read those. We head into a break. More sports talk when we come back.
If I can, you can, we can, all of we can. Hey, you know see your ears we are do it. Not the basic, greater the prey. Out of many one paper, my J. All of we have the same energy. Hey, we got that flavor, Jamaican flavor. We got that flavor, Jamaican flavor. Blast your Jamaican flavor because you can. Pepsi.
NIS pensioners, avoid the wait. Get your NIS pension straight to your bank account. It's easy. Simply visit the Ministry of Labour and Social Security's website, mlss.gov.jm, or the nearest NIS office and collect the direct deposit application form. Then complete the form and submit it along with supporting documents to the NIS office nearest you. Avoid crowds and long lines. Get your money when you want it. The National Insurance Scheme, always working for you.
Let's get up and go. time to explore.
Montego Bay, Love 101 is bringing I Love Summer to you for our final tour stop on Saturday, August 26th at Harmony Beach Park. Come out early. Gates open at 10 a.m. for rides, food, fun, giveaways, and vibes. Don't miss the sound clash at 5 p.m. with Colleen Beckles, Becky Blaze, and Nadine Blair, the Princess of Praise, hosted by DJ Rebirth. After that, rock with Prince Saj. Orville Sutherland.
I would have a making if we go benge benge.
O'Shane Mays. Petra King.
I look down the road and I wonder.
Papa Sad.
From a nicotine with me and a girl. Listen to my lick tambourine.
And more.
Distinction College will be registering students and announcing the winner of their short course scholarships. Come sign up for your Price Smart membership and don't forget the giveaways courtesy of Pure Clear Water and Butterkiss.
Concert tickets are only $1,000. Buy your tickets at all Fontana outlets island-wide now or call or WhatsApp 876-432-5034. I love summer and we know you do too. See you there.
Oh, I love it. I love summer. I love it.
Hi, I'm Shelly and Fraser Price, and you're listening to Love FM, the family station.
Yes, this is the family station and it is Sports Talk to be exact. The World Championships edition, the World Athletics Championships is currently going on right now. Oblique Seville, one of our 100-meter stars, he is through and clocked 9.86. Quite impressive run there from Seville. Remember, at the national championships, he finished third, but certainly stamping his mark right now. Remember, last year he just missed out on a medal at Eugene. And if Glenn Mills, what Glenn Mills has been saying, his coach and some other people around him, Seville could end up running 9.7, and he did look pretty easy. So we could see Oblique Seville finally getting a medal at the senior level. So we wait to see. All right. So remember 876-997-3125. That's our WhatsApp number. And you can also leave your comments on YouTube and Facebook on Love FM Jamaica. Marsha Daly saying that it's her kind of thing. And Marian and Michael, Paulette Stevenson, Evadne Davis, and June Brown also sending their greetings. So thank you all for joining me. All right. So the morning session happened at around 4 or so a.m. Because there was a thunderstorm that forced the day's events to be pushed back by an hour. So our first Jamaican who competed was our national record holder in the men's shot put, Rajendra Campbell. And many felt that, he would go through because his 22.22 meters heading into the championships was actually the fourth best throw of the year. He wasn't able to get it going in the first two throws, but on the final throw, he did 20.83 meters, which was enough to get him into the final, which is going to happen in just a few minutes. So Jamaica has a representative in the men's shot put final. So congratulations to Rajendra Campbell. And if he is able to get that 22.22 form or anywhere close to that, who knows? He could end up getting a medal. So Rajendra Campbell through to the final later this afternoon. Our first major disappointment came in the 4x4 meters relay. That's the mixed relays, because Jamaica, who many felt should have made the final and possibly medaled, they finished fifth in Heat 2. Fifth. The first three in each heat would have advanced, and then the next two fastest, but Jamaica did neither. The team of Demish Gay, Natoya Gould, Toppin, Malik James King, and Stacey and Williams could only manage 3 minutes 14.05 seconds for fifth, behind the Netherlands, France, Czech Republic, and Germany. They did file a protest, because they felt that Natoya Gould was impeded by one of the Polish athletes, but that protest was turned down because the referees believed that the contact was not enough for Natoya Gould Toppin to be thrown off. So it was just, according to them, a fair move. So that really set Jamaica back, and we will not get a mixed relay medal. And the conversation around mixed relays will continue, because remember last year, we also struggled, and people are saying, well, we should try to introduce the mixed relays at an earlier level, including at champs. So when we go to these major events, it will be easier. But let me tell you, maybe a different team selection, maybe better execution from the athletes who were selected, we should have been in the final. So no medal coming for Jamaica on day one. Well, as I mentioned, Rajendra Campbell has a chance to do it on in the field, but not on the track. So no medal for Jamaica there. But great news for us in the long jump, because Akeelia Smith, she is through to the final, and many of us were worried because she had foul attempts in her first two jumps, and we thought that she left it too late. But in her third and final jump, she did 6.78 meters, which was one of the biggest jumps of the day. It was actually the fourth biggest jump of the day. So Akeelia Smith, the NCAA champion, who has had a long season and has struggled with consistency at times, she is into the final. So a very good chance that we get a medal in the long jump. It won't be easy. Nothing comes easy, as you know, but it is great that we have a representative in the final. As someone mentioned earlier this morning, you can't get a medal if you're not in the final. So I'm looking forward to Akeelia in the final. As well, Adele Tracy, she is through to the semifinals of the women's 1500 meters. She finished fifth in her heat, but did have a relatively good time in 4 minutes and 3 seconds. So she will compete in the semifinals. Hickling, who also competed for in the long jump, Tisana Hickling, she is our national champion. She did 6.29 meters, so she won't advance to the long jump final. So unfortunate for her there. So that was the morning session, and literally as I look on my screen, because I'm trying to multitask while doing the show, Jaden Hibbert, or national triple jump champion, he just competed, and I believe that says 16.99 meters. So he is now leading the field with his very first jump. So you can just call it that, him qualified. Don't worry about Jaden Hibbert at all. The form that he's been all season has been absolutely fantastic. So, all right. So some of the events that have been going on so far in this afternoon session. As I mentioned, the triple jump, where Jaden Hibbert 16.99 meters in his first attempt. The men's 100 meters, we've already had a few Jamaicans competing. We did have a Jamaican in Heat 1, Raheem Ford. He is through to the next round. He's through to the semifinals after he did 10.01 to qualify. He finished second behind Zarnell Hughes of Great Britain, who also trains here in Jamaica. He did 10 seconds flat. So Raheem Ford is through to the semifinals. So great news there. As I mentioned, Oblique Seville, 9.86 meters. I believe that's also a personal best for Oblique Seville. So he is through and he beat world champion Fred Curley, who also advances. He did 9.99 seconds, Oblique Seville, in the final. And while I was talking with you, Rohan Watson, he's also through to the semifinals of the men's 100, 10.11 seconds to qualify. He finished behind Sani Brown of Japan and ahead of Olympic champion Marcel Jacobs. So 3 Jamaicans in the semifinals of the men's 100 meters. So fantastic work there by our Jamaican men, and hoping that we will see some greater performances there. Also, we have been competing in the men's discus throw, which I will update you on right after the break, because we are up on a break. But remember, you can stay connected with me, 876-997-3125. So I'll update you on the men's discus throw right after the break. And also after the break, we're going to get into some of those interviews with Rashid Bell, Jadon Hibbert, who is currently competing, and Elaine Thompson Hero. So stay with us. A lot going on. Hope that you are enjoying the World Championships as much as I do, that you're watching while listening. It's a lot going on, but it's truly exciting here on Sports Talk. So stay with us. We'll be right back.
As our family grows, our home internet needs have grown too.
And now, with Flow's fiber-fast internet and smart Wi-Fi coverage, we're always connected in any room at home.
With Yadon Road Plus, get 500 megabits per second of fiber-fast internet, smart Wi-Fi, plus unlimited mobile on the go. All for the special offer of only $6,999 plus GCT a month. Fiber-fast internet and smart Wi-Fi coverage inspired by you. Visit a Flow store today. Conditions apply.
To be an Olympic champion, you have to train every day. Spikes, gears, bag, forgetting hydration, seatbelt. With my training routine, GKG Online saves me plenty of time. It's the fastest and easiest way to get a quote or your motor insurance coverage. GKG Online, that's it. Yes, really. Click, that's it. It's faster than a 110 hurdle race.
Visit gkgonline.com today.
Let's get up and go.
Do you own a business or have a valuable product or service you want to share with the world? Call us now to be an exhibitor at I Love Summer, ILS, Saturday, August 26th. For more information, call the Love 101 sales team at 876-424-3552. That's 876-424-3552.
Hey, small people, listen up. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday, 4 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. for the Small People Show with Auntie Colleen. Yes, every day we have something educational and fun for you to enjoy. Plus, on a fifth Friday, you get a chance to hail up your friends and community, and you could win a prize too. That's the Small People Show, where we aim to build characters and empower our small people for the future. Remember to tell a friend and stay for the fun. It's the Small People Show with Auntie Colleen on the family station, Love 101.
This Saturday, Love 101 will be in the streets of Christiana beginning at Cillian Court as they host their Back to School Fun Day and opening of Vista Med Pharmacy this Saturday, August 19 from 1:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. Don't miss the free giveaways and the opportunity to get a discounted price on stationery, school supplies, and toys for your children. After that, we're on the road again. And you never can tell where your Love 101 FM announcer will be. That's the Cillian Court Plaza Back to School Fun Day and Vista Med Pharmacy opening in Main Street, Christiana this Saturday, August 19. And it will be live at 2 p.m. on the family station Love 101, celebrating 30 years of music, family, and love.
Let's get up and go. Time to explore.
Get your tickets for I Love Summer, Harmony Beach, Montego Bay, Saturday, August 26th. Available at all Fontana locations island-wide. Only $1,000 for adults, children 12 and under, $500. Visit www.squareopen.com/I Love Summer for your physical tickets as well as tickets for the I Love Summer virtual experience. See you at I Love Summer, ILS Montego Bay. Get your tickets now.
This is Asafa Powell, one of the fastest men in the world, and you're listening to Love 101, your family station.
Welcome back to Sports Talk here on Love 101, the family station. I'm hearing Asafa there. Really missing Asafa on the track. Is me one? 2009 was my favorite moment with Asafa because it tied in with, I know it's a random story, but it tied in with Bolt's world record. So remember 2009 in Berlin, Bolt was favorite to break his own record, which he did, 9.58 seconds. Tyson Gay finished second, if memory serves me right. I'm getting old, people, forgive me. But third was Asafa. And I just remember that very, very feel-good moment because even though Bolt just did 9.58, I remember him and Asafa celebrating together because people were criticizing Asafa in the past about him being, this choker and can't manage pressure. And to know that he finished third in a world record race and seeing him and Bolt dance and everything, and then they went on to break the record in the 4x1 and the dancing continued. That was definitely one of my favorite Asafa moments. So I know that it sounds random, but hey, it's World Champs related, so I can do that. All right, so I did mention that I will update you on the men's discus throw. So Travis Michael is our best placed Jamaican. He did 65.71 meters in his first attempt. This is in Group A of qualification. So he sits third behind Daniel Stahl, 66.25, and Alenka of Lithuania, 66.04. Now, the automatic qualifying performance is 66.50. However, if you don't get that, then it's the next best 12 performance. So very likely, even though Travis Michael didn't get to that 66.50, he could very well make the 12 best performers, pardon me. Roger Stoner, he did 62.67 meters. So he is currently ninth, and it's going to be very hard. Group B's qualification is going to have to be really terrible for Roger to get through. But he's had a decent campaign this season, and our throws are getting better. He can only add to this experience. So it's unlikely that he advances to the final, but hey, stranger things have happened. Group B qualification is scheduled to get underway very soon, and that is when Frederick Dakers who was here recently and told us that he's definitely going after that gold medal. He will compete in Group B of qualification as he seeks to get the qualifying mark. So Frederick Dakers, he will compete in the next few minutes. Those are all the Jamaicans that are down to compete for the rest of the day. Rajendra Campbell, he goes in the men's shot put, which starts very shortly as well. And as I mentioned, our three representatives in the men's 100 meters, they are through. Raheem Ford, Rowan Watson, and Oblique Seville. And Jadon Hibbert has already done 16.99 meters and is very likely to qualify for the next round. So a lot going on. Let me play one of the interviews for you. I'll play two interviews for you from two of our medal favorites, including Jadon Hibbert, who is currently on the track. But first is one of our medal favorites for the 110-meter hurdles, Rashid Broadbell.
You have obstacles that you have to get over, and it's never easy. And I feel like hurdles is one of the sports that is, well, even in the sport that is not easy. You know, you have to always be focused and ensure you execute 10 barriers. You know, so sometimes in life you have obstacles that come your way, and like you probably have more than one obstacles at a time, and you have to just focus one at a time. And I think I've been doing an excellent job at doing that.
You were kind of a debutante at the World Championships. How much of that experience, even though you missed out the final by this much, how much of that did you take from that time into the back half of the season till now?
I mean, just missed out on hundredths of a second. I mean, when coach was talking about it and he was saying everything counts. I mean, in training we was like missing out on some stuff. I mean, after that we started just putting some different type of work, different type of focus, a different type of maturity after that race. I mean, I think from then to now, say probably I've got more mature in the sport. So I think it was a good eye opener for me.
Kind of like a wake up call, because maybe in terms of stuff in training that maybe it kind of reinforced that point?
Yes, definitely. So more I'll take the runs more seriously and not play around about it. So I think most of the stuff, I mean, we've been doing is much more differently and much more purpose.
Obviously winning the Commonwealth Games title must have been huge, and obviously getting those very competitive season with yourself and Holloway. For this 2023 season, what was the most important thing that you knew that you had to get better at?
In all aspects, you have to get better in everything, but I think mostly it's to keep my nerves down when I'm competing. I mean, I think that's one of the things I've got under control now. I mean, obviously it's going to be a different type of experience and feeling now, because I mean, this is like world title. I mean, if you win this, is going to be the fastest person in the world for that year. So definitely it's going to be something that we're going to put into play for the next coming years.
I know you talked about, watching Hansel when he was winning one of those medals. Could you remember exactly what that feeling kind of like inspired you, especially how much that helped you in your own personal journey?
I mean, at that time, I wasn't focused on the hurdles. I was mostly focused on the 100 meter because, I mean, as I said, I look up to Usain Bolt and what he has been doing, what he did in the past, is like so far ahead. Like, he has done it like for so many years. And I mean, what he has done is like, it's just crazy, when you see his videos, you get so inspired. I mean, I don't even watch hurdles as much as how I watch his races. I mean, that's one of the races I watch every day, 9.5 race. Like, that race is one of the races that I look at before I go to training. Because I'm trying to like simulate what he has done in the sport, like get a world record or faster time. So something like that. I like the race. I love competing. I like running. I like running against persons that challenge me. So I like challenging persons as well. So as I said, it's a full combination. I just like the race overall.
You said you were a sprinter. Why did you quit sprinting and add 10 hurdles and 10 meters to your competition?
I mean, it's not to say I quit sprinting, but it's sort of like you feel out where you're best at. And I think hurdles was my best strong suit. So I think I just develop more into running the hurdles than running sprinting. I mean, I think I could do a good 100 meter, but I think in the hurdles I'm better shot at being the best.
Would you be a top 10 sprinter?
I mean, nothing is impossible. I mean, I have a great coach. I have a great support system. I mean, I have great sponsors, which is Fluent. You know, they support me 100%. So I mean, nothing is impossible. I mean, if I go out there and do it, then of course. But my main focus will always be the hurdles.
What is it that attracts you to hurdle? What does you bring to be a good hurdler?
I mean, I think I would put it in combination with like in life. You have obstacles that you have to get over, and it's never easy. And I feel like hurdle is one of the sports that is, well, even in the sport that is not easy. You know, you have to always be focused and ensure you execute 10 barriers. You know, so sometimes in life you have obstacles that come your way, and like you probably have more than one obstacles at a time, and you have to just focus one at a time. And I think I've been doing an excellent job at doing that.
I came here, doubting myself a little. Back home, some training was not on point. I was kind of messing up on my run-up, but ever since I got here, my coach said, Jaden, I don't know if it's the atmosphere, I don't know what, but you have been having some great training sessions, so that really uplifted my spirit even more, and I'm just super excited to go out there, wear the colors, and then, you know, go and get it.
First time at the World Championships, how are you looking forward to it?
Just having fun, mostly. It's my first time. Ready to accept this whole experience and to go out there, of course, and do my best. Go out there and try to make the podium, already in the medal contention. So first thing, get through heats or qualifiers, and then just to bring it to thank God that I can do something well for Jamaica in the finals. I came here, doubting myself a little. Back home, some training was not on point. I was kind of messing up on my run-up, but ever since I got here, my coach said, Jaden, I don't know if it's the atmosphere, I don't know what, but you have been having some great training sessions, so that really uplifted my spirit even more, and I'm just super excited to go out there, wear the colors, and then, you know, go and get it.
What could you take from that Diamond League experience? Because it seemed that was just a special moment for you.
Yeah, very special, very amazing to compete against the big man them. They taught me a lot. The whole experience of just competing on that level showed how mature an athlete needed to be at the pro level, and it really prepared me. One, physically, the time zone, I'm already prepared. The time zone in Monaco is the same here, and then mentally competing with those dudes already, coming back into this championship and just delivering the same way, and hopefully I'll be at the top. I've been using 14 steps in high school, but given the newer level of training that I'm in right now, obviously developing quicker, a more professional level, and you have to kind of tone it down a bit. You don't want to get at it too fast. So my coach took that conceptualized approach where he started me slow and gradually built me back into the 14. So it's not that different because I've been using it in high school, but with the new strength and speed that I gained, it's just controlling all that speed throughout the jump. But I guess all athletes are probably at peak right now, so you know, when you're at your peak stage, it's easier to be more reactive and more fluent through the jump. So I think I'll be okay. I'm never pressured by whatever people say. It's all about, if any pressure is there, it's me pressuring myself, because I'm doing this for me and my country, and it's all on me. So there's no pressure. Just go out there, have fun, have faith. It's already done in the future, so it's just to fulfill that and just to have fun.
That was Jaden Hibbert. Before him, you heard from Rashid Broadbell. Jaden Hibbert saying no pressure on him. He is just going there to have fun. And I want to have that type of fun because Jaden Hibbert has qualified for the final of the men's triple jump not too long ago. His second attempt, 17.70 meters. A huge jump there for Jaden Hibbert. The qualifying performance was 17.15. And Jaden Hibbert did that and then some. So Jaden Hibbert, one of our medal favorites, he is through to the final of the men's triple jump. Him said nobody can pressure him. He's been learning, and what he's going to do is spectacular. 17.70 meters. That's absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. All right, we head into our final break, and when we come back, we're going to hear from Elaine Thompson here, who spoke to the media in Budapest, giving an update on all things regarding her. So stay tuned right here on Sports Talk.
Come on out and interact with small and large businesses at our expo on August 26 from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. and get the best deals this summer on the lawns of Devon House. We have everything you need. We will have back to school giveaways, food giveaways, and more, powered by Picture Me Consultancy. Make sure you are there. Contact us for further details at 876-999-0019 or on Instagram at PictureMe876.
My Mega Mart, best value by far.
With so much to do in one location, make Mega Mart your one-stop shop. Pick up your groceries and houseware needs, grab a bite and pay some bills, fill your prescriptions and see the beauty products in our pharmacy, all in one amazing location. My Mega Mart, the best value by far.
My Mega Mart, best value by far.
Get your Western Union back to school bonus from now until September 22. 50 winners of $10,000 every week. Millions in scholarships of up to $100,000 each. And double your Western Union money transfer in your GK1 wallet to get you ready for the new school year. You could be one of over 300 winners. Just download the GK1 app, receive a Western Union transfer in your GK1 wallet, and you're automatically entered to your back to school bonus. Visit gkmsonline.com for all the rules. Authorized under Section 58 of the Betting Gaming Laws.
Let's get up and go. Time to explore.
Get your tickets for I Love Summer, Harmony Beach, Montego Bay, Saturday, August 26th. Available at all Fontana locations island-wide. Only $1,000 for adults, children 12 and under, $500. See you at I Love Summer, Isles Montego Bay. Get your tickets now.
It's so hot.
Hi, I'm Shelly and Fraser Price, and you're listening to Love FM, the family station.
The station of choice, above the noise. Love 101. The family station.
Welcome back to the final 10 minutes of Sports Talk here on Love 101. We've been giving you as much updates as possible from the World Athletics Championships, and Nicole keeping me updated as well, letting me know that Civil qualified and that Jaden Hibbert qualified as well. So Nicole, I really need to hire you, so we need to talk. Speaking of talking, Elaine Thompson Hira, she won't be competing in an individual event. Remember, she finished 5th at the national trials, which meant that she would not get an automatic spot to compete in an individual event. She was selected for the 4x1 team, and a lot of people felt that she wouldn't accept it, that she would just shut down her season and get ready for Paris 2024, where she would try to do another double-double, because remember 2016 in Rio she did the 100 and 200 meters, and then in 2021 in Tokyo she did it again and was on course. Many people felt that she could break some world records. Unfortunately, that won't be the case at the World Championships, but she is looking forward to competing. And she spoke to the media, to a lot of Jamaican journalists in Budapest, about her new coach, her new situation, and so much more, everything that's going on with her. So let's hear from Elaine Thompson here.
It is going good so far. The fact that after national trials I
had to take 2 weeks based on the doctor's decision on my foot. So being back in practice in spikes, feeling good, of course.
The setback you had where I heard that you had to take a couple of weeks off or so. How are the injuries, or the Achilles and so on?
It's going good thus far. I can't complain. I don't really talk. I don't like to talk about the Achilles injury because it's an injury that Popsino is ready, and honestly, I just wanted to maintain for the rest of the season and to, give me the energy to go out there to bring the team to qualify for the finals for the 4x1. So at this moment, I wouldn't say it's 100%, but I am working on it just to stay healthy for the rest of the season and to, looking forward for the upcoming races that I have left for the season.
You're such a veteran at this level now. Do you give advice to the younger athletes, or do they come to you for such things?
Yeah, they do. I get DMs all the time, and this sport is a very tough one. It is called sports. It's not a failing sport because if you're not pushing your body, if you're not working hard, you will not feel pain, you will not have nothing to work on. And I know people might think that because you don't do well, you fail. It's not failing, it's sports. And for me, I think I learn every year. And I know I learn more about my body because sometimes you listen to your body, you do breaks down, they give you signs, when to back off and when to sit. And I think this season will help me to prepare next year for Paris. I don't know if that's what he wanted, but I just take it. And sometimes I cry, sometimes I laugh based on the thoughts that I have in my track career. It's up and it's down, it's not on a even surface. But I don't question God. I do sometimes, I'll be honest. I question him, but I ask him why me. But nevertheless, I think when you're a true champion, you're not gonna have everything sum up the way you want it. And if I was a winning person, maybe I would be very bored. I don't have anything to work on. I'm probably thinking of retiring. But the fact that I have so much hurdles and obstacles to fight, I will keep on fighting because I do believe I'm the greatest female sprinter of all time. And until it's proven, I can repeat whatever I have done before. So I'm just working on myself and trying to come back in the best shape that I am. I know most persons might be worried that Elaine is done and stuff like that, but it is sports, you have injuries, and when you have an injury that is lingering and it never fixed, it's going to bother you forever. But my main objective and goal is to always maintain it the best of my abilities, and just continue to be a motivation for younger boys and girls, and nothing in life that is not challenging that you cannot face. And I would just say to them, just continue to stay focused, work hard, never say never let anybody tell us you cannot or you cannot do this, because trust me, Rome never building one day, and people might seem that track and field is an easy sport. Is not, because you prepare your body for, I would say, 8 months for a championship. You have diamond leagues, you have development meets, and those meets help you to be a world champion or Olympic champion, not just like champs race in March or April. So it's a long stretch, and I use my key word is always to believe, because if I tell myself I'm going to break the world record, no one will believe you. You have to start within myself. And I write down my goals and my aims and aspirations, what I aspire. I always work towards them, and just continue to believe in yourself and always put God first. And if you have people around you that supports you and keep you on a positive level, just have them in your corners, because sometimes when you're down in it, there's people to bring you back up. And I have a lot of persons around me that keeps me going, my husband of course. So thanks to all my loving fans and friends and supporters for the kind words and to keep lifting me up, and that's why I'm here.
I noticed you've been working out under the guidance of Shaniki Osborne since recently. Tell me about this coaching arrangement.
Well, pretty much as a pro athlete, you're going to make addition and adjustment for improvement, and I think having her being a part of my squad will help me prepare for the future and for the upcoming Olympics and championships to come.
What prompted you to make this coaching change at this stage?
It was something in my mind from a year and a half now, wanted her to come on the team, and I think after the trials I said, okay, why not allow her to come to be a part, feel her out now before we start the 2024 season. So I think working with her now, prior to the end of the season, I think it could give me more, I would say more decision to see if I really want or stick with her for the rest of the years to come or stuff like that. But I'm just working with her for the moment, and if that's what I like and based on how she works and if her works can bring back the speed, okay, I have a problem having her on my team.
How has it been working with her? You would have known her from the MVP days back.
She's cool. She is a person know what she's looking for and based on what we discuss and talk about stuff that bothers my injury, we're trying to prevent doing stuff that work it up or act it up. So, a team makes the dream work, and I'm looking for somebody to, help me to be back where I was, and I think making adjustments, and having the right mindset. And she knows me like for years now, so working with her, she reckon it can be. So I know she will help me to get me back where I was before.
So your husband no longer plays a coaching role?
He's still a part of the team, of course. We will never let him out.
Obviously, you've had a really difficult part of the season because of the injuries in the build-up in that short time between the championships. Do you feel that injury, well, health-wise, better now than it was when you kind of started the 100-meter slate?
My injury is very frustrating, I must say, and it always acts up when I'm supposed to open my season. I don't know why, but it is a part of the sport, I must say. I try to always manage it the best I can, but it's a part of my story. Everybody's story cannot be the same, and I think I would have a different story from everybody. It's just very unfortunate I'm not able to participate in an individual event this year, but the fact that I have been struggling this season, I think I have speed in me, but because of the injury that prevented me from doing that, national trials tell me that I still have a lot because it took me 2 weeks to prepare, and I got a level 1. What if I had gotten more work into that? I probably could have booked my spot individually, but God put you in places sometime, to prepare for something that is coming big. And I know and I can feel that something bigger and better is coming. And I'm just going to be patient and wait for what God has in store for me, even though this season was a test. And sometimes it forces you to give up, but I think I'm tougher than that. And I take my time to cry and to let it out, but I'm fine now, so yeah.
That was Elaine Thompson Hira, just being very straightforward and open there with a lot of her emotions and what she has been going through over the last few months. Difficult for her not to compete in an individual event, but she sounds positive and is looking forward to make an impact on the 4x1 team. That's all the time that we have today here on Sports Talk. Hope that I provided as much updates and information to you as possible. Day 2 gets underway tomorrow morning. I would advise you to wake up around 2:15 a.m. because the first set of Jamaicans will be on the track at 2:30 a.m., which is the women's 400-meter heats. And then we will have more of the events, including the women's 100 meters, which it happens on Sunday. So a lot to look forward to at the World Championships. Remember, Sports Talk happens every Saturday afternoon right here on Love 101 from 1 to 2 p.m. But until then, stay safe, enjoy your weekend, and watch some sports, especially the World Championships.